Hey, I'm Amanda Eckart, and I help retirees, professionals, and families relocate here to Baldwin County, Alabama from all across the country every single week. And I've guided some from cold to coastal that have come and fallen in love, and some that have moved a little too fast. And I have got some stories to share with you to help you make all the right decisions, because I see firsthand every single day that people cannot seem to stay away. Foley is the place everyone is talking about. Not just because it's affordable, but because it offers so much for retirement living. GoBankingRate.com actually ranked Foley, Alabama, the #1 place to retire on a budget, and they weren't wrong. But here's what you don't see in that article, and here's where I come in. What makes Foley so appealing isn't just the price tags or the tax perks. It's that you can have a full quality life here. Healthcare, strong community, and the comfort of knowing that you're not compromising anything just to save $1. South Baldwin Regional Medical Center, right here in town, ranks among the top 10 hospitals in the state of Alabama, which is a rare thing for a coastal city of this size. 1/3 of the population is over 65, so the whole area is naturally designed around retiree life. We have a walkable downtown, friendly clubs and activities, and the kind of small town culture where the barista at the coffee shop knows your name and your order by week 2. And even when we talk about things like flood risk or hurricanes, yes, they do happen. Foley's newer neighborhoods are gold fortified, many built above base flood elevation, and the city has invested heavily in drainage and road improvements over the last few years. It's about being prepared, not being scared. And here's the best part. Real estate values have leveled slightly this year. That means for the first time in years, buyers actually have some leverage. Homes are sitting on the market longer. Many are selling below asking price with some negotiations. If you have been waiting for that window of opportunity to buy near the beach without overpaying, this year might be your year. So today, I'm giving you my personal "if I were you" filter for Foley. I'm gonna walk you through each one of those, and you can decide if Foley, Alabama looks like it might be a great place to put on your list to retire, whether that decision is 1 year, 2, or 7 years away. I talk to people all the time who are just starting their planning process, and it is never too early to reach out to me, and I will definitely be happy to send you out some of my guides. The low property tax story in Alabama is true. We have some of the lowest property taxes in the entire country, but what people do have to still consider is wind, roof, flood insurance, and whether or not you have that gold fortification coverage that will help shift the cost. You might save on taxes, but spend more on some of these insurance premiums, especially if your home wasn't built to withstand the coastal weather. But here's what I would do. I would just get site-specific insurance quotes, not estimates, before you fall in love with a house. And if you're buying new construction, well, you're automatically going to save with gold fortification. I choose homes that are newer, stronger, brought up to gold fortified standard or similar standards with new roofs, storm-ready construction, and proper elevation. These are not luxuries in Foley, they are necessities. And there are ways that you can purchase new or older homes and still have very reasonable insurance costs. I'm seeing quotes coming in on new construction homes from $1,200 to $2,000 a year right now, which is very, very reasonable. And some of the older homes are coming in at $2,500 to $4,000 a year. And all of this is going to depend on the age of the roof, whether you have that gold fortified certificate, the ages of the plumbing, the ages of the system, and every single insurance company is going to give you a very drastically different quote. So you have to shop around. Honestly, questions about insurance and hurricanes are one of the most common questions that I get. And I did put together an entire guide laying out what you can expect. However, I'm finding that right now insurance costs are actually leveling off and going down. And when home buyers are choosing new construction gold fortified homes and they're comparing what their insurance rates are here to where they might be coming from, they are still finding that they're saving money by moving to the coast of Alabama, that the insurance rates here are either in line or still cheaper than what they were paying back at home. Now, that's not true for every single house, but as a general rule, I'm seeing it more and more. So don't necessarily think that because we talk about high insurance as one of the negatives, everything is relative, and high insurance might not actually be as high as you think it is, and it is getting better. So let's keep hoping for beautiful weather and beautiful seasons like this, and it should probably stay that way for more years to come. Filter number 2 is the weather and humidity. Let's be direct. Hot, humid summers are a fact here. Sudden storms, yes. Hurricane risks, yes. This isn't necessarily a flaw, it's just the deal. Retiring here, retiring at the coast means accepting hurricane prep as part of your annual routine, watching the news and checking in to see what happens. That means get your roof inspected every once in a while. Definitely shop around for your insurance and reviews. It's not being dramatic, it's just part of life around here. And honestly, people don't think it's a big deal. They really don't get nervous when hurricanes are coming. They just accept it as a part of life. Because if you choose a house that survives you, not the one that you retire into and then spend the next decade chasing repairs, that means you're going to buy solid construction, proper drainage, and yes, maybe even consider some backup power. Boring, yes. Maybe a little expensive up front, but it's also the difference between retirement and maybe getting a second job down the road when you want to be putting your feet up in the sand. The third filter that I would use is proximity to specialists and your healthcare professionals. Foley has solid primary care and growing clinic capacity, but here is the real reality. For serious specialists, cardiology, orthopedic surgery, oncology, you might have to drive to Mobile or Pensacola or sometimes further depending on what your needs are. That's 30 to 60 minutes depending on where you are in Foley. And for retirement, this can matter a lot. So here's what I would do. Just map the exact specialists that you might need, whether it's cardio, ortho, gastro, whatever the case may be, whatever applies to your family history. I would just see how far each one of these specialists is from the neighborhood that you're considering. And then ask, am I okay with this drive, even if I'm not feeling that well, or even if it's an emergency? Your peace of mind comes when you don't wish you moved closer because of a medical urgency. So don't skip this step. Call the specialist, find out where they're located, ask where their office is, and find out the drive time. And then just sit with it a little bit and make sure that is okay with you. The fourth filter that I would consider is growth and infrastructure. Foley is literally booming right now. That means new neighborhoods are going in all over the place. Lots of development, lots of infrastructure changes, and lots of catching up with all the growth. Growth brings opportunity, but it can also bring growing pains. That means there's construction, there can be road noise, there can be some congestion, sometimes stretched utilities. You could retire into a quiet street one day and then watch it become a busy corridor in 5 years. So know what you're getting into. But here's what I'm seeing. Foley isn't just growing, it is growing thoughtfully. The leaders are taking a lot of time to get input from the community, having lots of meetings, and really making sure that new parks are being designed with retirees in mind, walkability, and lifestyle. Sidewalk projects are expanding, modern amenities are upgrading, and this isn't just random sprawl that's happening. This is an investment that is being made consistently in the community. In my move plan, I'd favor places where major roads and services are already upgraded, not just being planned, and I'd pick neighborhoods where the infrastructure is ahead of the growth. In the neighborhood I'm going to take you through today, there's already gas service in every single home. So that means quieter streets, reliable utilities, less construction, less chaos, and here's your tip. Drive your target neighborhood at peak season if you can, in the middle of the summer, on a holiday weekend, and peak hours, Friday afternoon when people are going to the beach or leaving, you will quickly find that there are ways around all the back roads to get where you want to be in Foley. And it doesn't take long to learn how to live here like a local. Foley is not a secret anymore, and more people are moving here every single day. So there is so much growth happening. However, that is also one of the things that is making the life better here. We have improvements that are happening, such as the Gulf Shores International Airport that just opened up this year to service all of the booming population that we have here in Baldwin County, and to make getting in and out a little bit easier. So with all of this construction, with all of this growth, we are also getting some fantastic new restaurants, some great new shopping, some beautiful parks, and some other really nice ways to make life here even more enjoyable. The fifth filter I would use is lifestyle and habits fit. And this one really might even matter the most. Do you want walkability? Do you want to have to drive to everything? Do you favor a community that has community centers, parks, churches, local coffee spots, a place to play pickleball, a place to do your art, a place to have a book club or play cards? Do you prefer a neighborhood with a lot of retirees, or do you prefer something that's more mixed age? Foley is different depending on which neighborhood you choose. Some are quiet and built specifically for retirees, while others are more vibrant with younger families and children moving in every single day and focused on supporting that lifestyle. Neither is necessarily better, but only one is going to be the right fit for you. And I have people coming in looking at both that considered other places in Florida because they thought that that community was too vibrant with too many kids, that there weren't enough rules, and moving over here to find something that was going to be a little bit quieter. And I have people that look for the opposite, that just want to have that life and that activity around them every single day. But what makes Foley unique is not just that it's a place to retire, it's really a place to get engaged with the community in which you live. So take like Graham Creek Nature Preserve, for instance, one of my favorite spots here in Foley. It has over 600 acres of hiking trails, wetlands, disc golf, archery park, and active conservation work. There are so many places like that you can get out and enjoy the outdoors, and also that you can volunteer if you want to spend your time giving back. My aunt and uncle that moved to Foley shortly after my parents did, they spend their time volunteering with the sea turtles down at the beach. Every morning my aunt gets up at about 4 o'clock and goes to check on her nest. That is her project that she is so devoted to here in her retirement, and has become a wonderful advocate for our little sea turtles here in Alabama on the Gulf Coast. So there's lots of opportunities like that. The Foley Railroad Museum has a massive interactive model train exhibit. The Holmes Medical Museum is also here in Foley, and it was actually Baldwin County's first hospital, I think. These aren't just dusty exhibits, but they're community hubs that people like to come and visit, and where retirees can volunteer and connect with people that have similar interests that they do, meet other neighbors, and get out and contribute to the community while preserving something meaningful. So here's what I would do. I'd spend at least a couple weeks living like a local in any neighborhood that I consider. I'd maybe consider staying at a hotel down here or a short-term apartment if I was going to move down here, and go to the coffee shops, get involved in the community, attend the church service, see how you like it, and maybe even go to the grocery store and see how you like to shop. I would drive around at different times of the day, talk to the neighbors, just get a feel for how you spot the good and the bad, the charm and maybe some of the annoyances, the rhythm that's gonna work for you, and maybe be able to cross off the ones that don't. Don't skip that part. It's worth the time and the money, and I'm here to help you do it and figure it all out. Although I have helped people buy homes sight unseen, a visit down here to check it all out is definitely worth your time. And if you've got the time to start planning now, if you're years away, then this is part of the process that could really serve you very well to make sure that you end up in just the right place. We're getting down to the end with our sixth filter, which is an important one, your real estate strategy. New builds versus older homes, different types of builders, the quality of construction, the energy efficiency, the maintenance, the systems, the character, the space. Any of these things could be possible, and any of these things could be an upside if you accept the maintenance and risk that might come along with some of those features. But here's what really matters: your estate and your future. If this home is going to pass on to your kids, resale and investment might matter more. If you're staying for life, maintenance might matter more. If you're aging in place, design is going to matter the most. Does it have that walk-in shower? Does it have the things that are going to matter the most for you? The wide hallways, fewer steps, single story, accessible bathrooms. If I were looking, I would choose homes that are built with energy efficiency, strong warranties, and thoughtful design for aging in place. That means homes that will grow with you, not that you'll outgrow or end up having to battle with in some way down the road. And financing, even in retirement, it does matter. I definitely talk to a financial advisor about whether you pay cash or whether it's better to carry a mortgage. Sometimes what we think is going to be the best isn't always the case. So talk to a professional about what's right for your situation, what makes sense for your estate and for your tax situation. And the seventh filter that I would use is tourism and seasonal swings. You'll love the beach until you hate the traffic in peak season. And I get those comments on my YouTube channel all the time. Restaurants fill up, roads sometimes get backed up, short-term rentals sometimes dominate particular areas and certain corridors, and your peaceful beach town becomes a revolving door of tourists. This can be real and it can affect your daily rhythm. I'd pick a neighborhood that's slightly set back from the busiest tourist corridors, but if being close to the beach is the most important to you, you might love it. Just be close enough that you can enjoy the beach when you want it and give yourself the other things that are going to make life easier for you when you don't. Find the sweet spot for you. Find the neighborhood that is specific for your needs, and we have so many of them to choose from. And that's where you'll actually be living. So consider your neighborhood first. Okay, I've walked you through the filters, but here's something that I'm seeing that most retirement content will not tell you. Other videos, other YouTube, Google searches, people don't just retire to Foley. They follow each other here. My parents retired to Baldwin County about 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago now, and I wasn't retired. I was still working, still building my business, but I visited often, loved Baldwin County, and I realized, why am I not living there? That's where I want to be, and I would love to be closer to them. So I moved down here with my girls. Now I've built my new business down here and I have deepened my roots in the community, and I couldn't imagine being anywhere else. I absolutely love it. My kids absolutely love it. And just last week, I closed on a house in Daphne for a retired couple. They bought a house, and then a few weeks later, their kids bought a house in Fairhope. Not to retire, they're just working remote jobs, and they'll be coaching football at one of the local high schools once they get settled in. Their kids are going to be going to school here, and they're building a life here in Baldwin County. Not just a vacation property, not for retirement, but for real living. My aunt and uncle did something similar. They retired from Houston and moved here to Foley. They sold their house there, followed my parents down, and now we have a growing family right here in Baldwin County. Like I said, people can't seem to stay away, and it is for good reason. It's a wonderful place to live, and once you come down here, you might find that you have family and friends following close behind you. My aunt, that one that I mentioned that's checking on the sea turtles every morning at 4 a.m., she told me that she absolutely loves having some more purpose with her life and staying busy and active. Not only is she active with her volunteer work, but she goes line dancing at many of the local dance venues. She participates in a lot of the activities in my parents' neighborhood, and they just mix and mingle with everyone. She's connected to the beach, connected to the community, connected to family, and connected to friends, and it has become a wonderful life. That's the thing about Foley that doesn't show up in the retirement guides. It's contagious. Families end up moving here together. friends follow friends, and people don't just retire, they end up belonging here. And that belonging, well, that's worth a lot more than just tax savings. So if you feel like you might belong in Foley, Alabama, or any of the other towns nearby, give me a call. I would love to help you find just the right place to call home. I'm Amanda Eckart. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Living in Gulf Shores, and be sure that you stick around for my top neighborhoods that I would choose if I were retiring in Foley.